Eileen Gu shows love for U.S. city after competing for China. Eileen Gu, 22, was born in the United States. However, when it came time to choose who she would represent at the Winter Olympics, she went with a massive American rival in China. Gu's family has strong ties to China, though she was born in the United States. Most athletes in her position would choose to represent the U.S. However, Gu, the highest-paid athlete at the Winter Games, made it clear that she wanted to represent China. At the 2026 Games, Gu said that she felt like a punching bag for her decision. "I do," she said, per USA Today. "So many athletes compete for a different country. People only have a problem with me doing it because they kind of lump China into this monolithic entity, and they just hate China. So it's not really about what they think it's about. And also, because I win. Like if I wasn't doing well, I think that they probably wouldn't care as much, and that's okay for me. People are entitled to their opinions." Gu, though, continues to have love for the United States. Upon her return to the United States, Gu took to her Instagram story, showing love for the city of San Francisco. Gu attended school at nearby Stanford. It's clear that she has love for San Francisco, at least. Gu continues to defend her decision to represent China, too. "When I was 15, I announced my decision to compete for China. At the time, I had spent one season on the U.S. team, and had been lucky enough to meet my heroes in person. I am forever grateful for that season, and continue to maintain a close relationship with the team. I had spent every summer in China since I was 8 setting up summer camps on trampoline and dry slope for kids and adults, ranging from 7 to 47 years old, so I knew the industry was tiny. I felt like I knew everyone," she added. Skiing for Team China meant the opportunity to uplift others through the universal culture of sport, and to introduce free skiing to hundreds of millions of people who had never heard of it, especially with the Beijing 2022 Winter Olympics around the corner. She felt it was the right decision. "I can look back now, at 22, and tell 12-year-old Eileen that there are now terrain parks full of little girls who will never doubt their place in the sport. I can tell 15-year-old me that there are now millions of girls who have started skiing since then, in China and worldwide," Gu wrote. "A lot of people won't understand or believe that I made a decision to create the greatest amount of positive impact on the world stage that I could, at this age, given my interests and passions. 3 golds and 6 medals later, I can confidently say was once a dream is now a reality." Eileen Gu shows love for U.S. city after competing for China. In the world of international sports, athletes often stand at the crossroads of identity, culture, and national pride. Few athletes embody this complex intersection more than freestyle skiing sensation Eileen Gu. Known not only for her breathtaking performances on snow but also for her multicultural background, Gu has captured global attention both on and off the slopes. Recently, the Olympic champion once again made headlines, not for medal or competition, but for expressing heartfelt affection for a city in the United States after competing internationally for China. Her gesture sparked conversations across sports communities, social media platforms, and news outlets. It reminded the world that behind the competitive uniforms and national flags, athletes are individuals shaped by multiple cultures, experiences, and homes. A star shaped by 2 worlds. Eileen Gu's story has always been unique. Born in San Francisco, California, to an American father and a Chinese mother, she grew up immersed in 2 different cultures. Her childhood included skiing in the mountains of the United States while also spending significant time in China, connecting deeply with her maternal heritage. From an early age, Gu showed extraordinary athletic ability. Skiing quickly became her passion, and by her teenage years she was dominating junior competitions. However, her career took a remarkable turn in 2019 when she announced she would represent China in international competitions, including the Winter Olympics. The decision sparked a mix of admiration, curiosity, and debate worldwide. Some celebrated it as a bridge between cultures, while others questioned the choice. But Gu consistently explained that the decision came from a desire to inspire young athletes in China and promote winter sports in the country. Regardless of opinions, her performance on the global stage left no doubt about her talent. Olympic glory and global recognition. Eileen Gu's rise reached its peak during the 2022 Winter Olympics in Beijing. Competing on home snow for China, she delivered spectacular performances that made headlines around the world. Gu won 2 gold medals and 1 silver medal, instantly becoming one of the most talked-about athletes of the Games. Her victory runs in freestyle skiing showcased not only technical mastery but also fearless creativity. But beyond medals, Gu became a cultural icon. She appeared in global advertising campaigns, fashion magazines, and interviews where she spoke fluently in both English and Mandarin. Her ability to move effortlessly between cultures resonated with fans across continents. Yet despite representing China internationally, Gu never hid her deep connection to the United States, especially the city where she grew up. A heartfelt return to a familiar city. After competing abroad and traveling around the world for competitions, Eileen Gu recently returned to San Francisco, the city she calls home. The visit was more than just a stop on her travel schedule. It was a meaningful reunion with the place that shaped her early life. Through social media posts and interviews, Gu shared moments from her time back in the city. Pictures of the Golden Gate Bridge, familiar streets, and favorite food spots quickly caught the attention of fans. In one post, she expressed how much she missed the energy of the city and the memories attached to it. For Gu, San Francisco isn't simply a location on a map. It represents childhood experiences, friendships, and the roots of her journey. The message was simple yet powerful. Even athletes competing on behalf of another nation can still hold deep affection for their hometowns. Balancing identity in the modern sports world. Gu's story highlights a broader theme in modern sports, the increasingly global nature of identity. In the past, athletes were often seen strictly as representatives of a single country. Today, globalization has created a new generation of competitors with multicultural backgrounds. Many athletes train in one country, compete for another, and live in several places throughout the year. For them, identity is not a single label but a combination of experiences. Eileen Gu is perhaps one of the most visible examples of this phenomenon. Her life connects American upbringing, Chinese heritage, and international competition. While this dual identity has sometimes sparked political debates online, Gu herself often focuses on the positive side, building bridges between cultures. In interviews, she has emphasized that she sees herself as someone who can unite people through sport rather than divide them. San Francisco, the place that started it all. For Gu, San Francisco is more than a childhood hometown. It's where her skiing dream began.